So in this lecture we will derive the equation of deflection and slope, and also we will see the location and the maximum deflection. Okay, so where is the location and what is the maximum deflection for a simply supported beam? Now first of all, let us consider a simply supported beam, and we have a point load P, okay, which is acting at a distance A from left hand side, and the rest of the distance is B. So the length L is equal to A plus B. Now due to this point load, we will have a deflection y. Okay, now I need to calculate the formula for this y. Okay, not just at this point where the load is acting, also at different points. Okay, let us say this is A and this is B, so I need to calculate at this point, okay. So different location, I need to calculate the value of y. Also we will calculate where will be the maximum location of maximum deflection. Okay, so let us start the derivation. Now first of all we need to calculate the reaction at B and reaction at point A. They are simple. Summation of moment about A point equal to 0 and summation of moment about B point equal to 0. We can calculate the reactions. Reaction A will be equal to PB by L, and reaction at B will be equal to PA by L. Okay, so once we have calculated the reaction, now let us consider a section AA, okay, such that it is behind the load P. So if I write MAA, this will be equal to PB by L into my x for x equal to 0 to x equal to A. Okay, now consider a section BB such that the BB section is beyond the point P. So therefore I can say moment about the section BB will be equal to PB by L x minus P x minus A. Okay, for x varies from A to L. Okay, now why the negative sign? Because the load P creates an anti-clockwise moment about the section BB. Okay, so once you have erased here, now we know that a moment M is equal to EI d2y by dx2. So let us assume EI is constant. Okay, we have assumed it. Now so therefore I can say MAA is equal to EI d2y by dx2 will be equal to PVX by L. So therefore this implies d2y by dx2 is equal to PBX by L, EI L. So let us now integrate this. So this implies dy by dx. Now dy by dx becomes the slope theta. Okay, slope theta will be equal to PBX square by 2 EI plus constant C1. Similarly, this implies if I integrate it furthermore, I'll get the deflection y. Y will be equal to PBX cube by 6 EI plus C1x plus C2. Okay, now we need to remember one thing, that this is valid for x equal to 0 to x equal to A. Okay, now therefore also I can say MBB will be equal to EI d2y by dx2 is equal to PBX by L minus PX minus A. Okay, now this implies d2y by dx2 is equal to pbx EIL minus px minus a upon my E I. Now I need to integrate this, so this implies dy by dx, this becomes angle theta or the slope is equal to pbx square upon my 2EIL minus px minus a square upon my 2EI. Now we have to keep one thing in mind, that integration of x minus a dx, we know that it is equal to x square by 2 minus ax, but we have written something else. Why? Because integration of x minus a dx, we are considering this whole to be a function of x, so this becomes x minus a whole square by 2, okay, plus c plus constant c. Okay, so we are considering this one, this integration, not this one. Okay, now plus c1, so therefore this implies slope y, deflection y will be equal to pbx cube upon my 6EIL minus px minus a cube upon my 6EI plus c1x plus c2. Okay, one thing we can do, we have already considered c1 and c2, so this is c3, and let us say this is c4. Okay, so this is valid for x equal to a2, x equal to L. Okay, so we have to keep in mind both the terms. Now our main motto is to calculate the we need to calculate the constant c1, c2, c3 and c4. Okay, if we are able to calculate these constant, we have the obtained equation of slope and deflection. Okay, we can obtain these two values, or equations we can obtain. So how do we proceed? How do we calculate all these four constant? We need 4 boundary condition for calculating the values of c1, c2, c3 and c4. So first boundary condition is at x equal to 0, our deflection y is 0. Okay, so this implies our c2 will be equal to 0. Look at this formula. If I put x equal to 0, this term will be get cancelled out, this term will be cancelled out, y is 0, so c2 is 0. Okay, now second boundary condition is at x equal to L, we have y is equal to 0. Okay, so this implies, now do keep one thing in mind, that at x equal to 0 we can only use this formula. Okay, and at x equal to L we can only use this formula. Okay, so at x equal to L, y equal to 0, so this term becomes 0, so 0 is equal to pb L cube upon में 6EIL minus p L minus a whole cube divided by 6EI plus C3L plus C4. Okay, now L get cancelled out, so this becomes L square. Now L minus a is b, so I can write it as b square, b cube. Okay, now this is fine. Now third boundary condition that I can use is at x equal to L, at x equal to a, theta using the first formula will be equal to the theta using second formula. Okay, that is, I mean to say that this value of theta at x equal to a will be equal to this value of theta at x equal to a. Okay, we can use both the formulas, at x equal to a, at x equal to a and at x equal to a. Okay, so theta will be same, so therefore I can say PBA square upon में 2EIL plus C1 is equal to PBA square upon में 2EIL minus PA minus A whole square divided by 2EI plus C3. Okay, Now this term is 0, these two terms gets cancelled out, so therefore I can say C1 is equal to C3. Now C2 was 0, C1 is equal to C3. Now I need one more boundary condition, that is at x equal to a. Similarly I can say if slope is equal, then deflection is also equal, by using first formula and using second formula, or you can say second equation, both are same. Okay, so therefore from here I can say PB AQ upon में 6E IL plus C1A plus C2 is equal to PB AQ upon में 6E IL minus PA minus A Q upon 6E IL plus C3A plus C4. Okay, now this term is equal to 0, this both the terms gets cancelled out. Now C1 is equal to C3. Okay, so these two terms also cancelled out, and C2 is equal to 0. We have already seen that C2 is equal to 0, so therefore I can say C4 is also equal to 0. Okay, now but we haven't calculated the value of C1 and C3. Now what we can do it, we can put here, we can put C4 equal to 0 and we can calculate the value of C3. Okay, so therefore C1, which is equal to C3, is equal to PBQ upon 6EIL minus PBL upon 6EI. Okay, no, this is fine. So C2 is equal to C4 equal to 0, C1 is equal to C3 is equal to this value. Now, so therefore I can write our deflection and slope value. So theta is equal to dy by dx is equal to PBx square upon 2E IL plus C1. Now C1 is PBQ upon 6EIL, okay, minus PBL upon 6EI. Okay, similarly y will be equal to PBXQ upon 6EIL plus C1x plus C2. Okay, now C1 is what? C1 is this term. So C1x becomes PB cube x upon 6EIL minus PBL x upon 6EI. Okay, plus C4. Now C2, and C2 is 0. So this is the formula of slope and deflection at x equal to 0 to x equal to a. Now similarly, theta equal to dy by dx is equal to PBx cube upon 2EIL minus px minus a whole square upon 2EI plus C3. Now C3 is what? Again we have seen C3 is this whole term. So this becomes PB cube upon 6EIL minus PBL upon 6EI. Okay, now the slope y will be equal to, deflection y will be equal to PBXQ upon 6EIL minus px minus a whole cube divided by 6EI plus C3x plus C4. Now C4 is 0, we can remove this, plus C3x. Now C3 is again this term, PBQX upon 6EIL minus PBLX upon 6EI. Okay, and these two formulas are valid for x equal to a to x equal to L. Okay, so these are the derivation or the formulas for deflection and slope. Okay, now let us calculate the location of maximum deflection and maximum deflection y max and the location of maximum deflection. Now we have this is the simply supported beam, and there is point load P at a distance of A from left hand side. So the location of maximum deflection, let this be y max. This will occur when the theta or the deflection, sorry, the slope is 0, that is dy by dx, or theta is 0. At that point y is maximum. Okay, so we have two formulas of theta. We have two formulas of theta at x equal to 0 to a and x equal to 0 to l. Now which formula shall we use? We can use any formula, equate it equal to 0, we will get the required answer. Okay, so we know that theta is dy by dx is equal to pb x square upon 2ei l plus c1, and c1 is what? Wait, pb q upon 6ei l minus pb l upon 6ei. Okay, now we have to put this value equal to 0. So when I put this value equal to 0, ei terms get cancelled out. Okay, now p term also get cancelled out. Now b term get cancelled out, this becomes b square. Okay, so this is equal to, this implies x square upon 2l plus b square upon 6l minus l by 6. Multiply and divide by l. So from here l get cancelled out. Now take 6 common in denominator. So 3x square plus b square minus l square equal to 0. So 6 also get cancelled out. So this implies I can say x square is equal to b square minus, sorry, l square minus b square by 3. So this implies x is equal to l square minus b square by 3 to the power 1 by 3. Okay, so at this value of x, at this value of x, we get y maximum and theta is 0 degree. Okay, so if I put this value of x in y equal to, in the formula of y, I'll get the value of y max. Okay, I mean any value. So this is the answer. Okay, so thank you for the lecture.